Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Neek Lynn, and here on my channel, we talk all things hair, hustle, and hope. So in today's video, guys, I am going to walk you through it, but I did do a video basically on this exact style last week or so. So I will be sure to link that video in the description section as well as in the top corner. So I hope and pray everybody is doing well during this time of quarantine. I know that as braiders, cosmetologists, barbers, all the people who have been deemed non-essential, I know that this has been such a crazy time for us all. But before we even get into the hair specs, I just want to take a moment just to encourage you during this time, and just know and trust God, and that He has all things under control, and that we are all going to be okay. So with that being said, guys, this is kind of a parting tutorial, but we are going to just go ahead and jump right into this. I do have videos on all of this, and I will be sure to link them. I know somebody is going to ask about this comb. This is Braid Barbie's comb. So if you are unfamiliar with her, you can check her out on Instagram, and I can also leave a link for her if you want to go ahead and support her business by buying her combs. She does have some other products available as well. So go ahead and support her too, and I will be sure to link her information below as well. So as you saw in the beginning of the video, the style is completely prepped. And if you've been watching my channel for a while now, I'm sure you guys know that I love to be prepared. I love to set up my style before I get started because it helps me to plan out the style. It helps me to fix any mistakes, and I don't have to necessarily commit to anything prior to me actually starting the braids. So if you purchase my ebook, then you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that I chose to use my medium-sized braid setup for the back of this style. So if you want to purchase the ebook, I'll be sure to leave it down in the description section below, and I promise you, this will truly help you. It will help you with the way that you approach these styles. You will have the confidence that you need before even starting the style, because I'm giving you the roadmap of how to do medium-sized box braids, how to do large-sized box braids, and even how to do jumbo-sized box braids. Now, I must say this. If my numbers aren't your numbers, that's okay, because what I really want you to get more than just following my numbers. I mean, yes, it's there for you if you need it. But the thing is that I want to help you create your own system so that you know what you're doing when it comes time to complete these box braided styles. So if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you know there's multiple ways to start off a box braid. Now, personally, I normally go to the 3-strand method, but there are so many other ways that you can start your box braids, and I haven't done a video on the different ways, but I did get a request. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and just shout out Miss Williams, and this is what she had requested on another one of my videos about parting box braids. She says, "This was so satisfying to watch. Her hair was so pretty, and your parts are very neat and clean. Do you have any videos on the different ways to start box braids?" So I promised her that after this video was published and released, that I would go ahead and do a video on the multiple ways how to start a box braid. So if there is a way particularly that you would like to see, please take the time to go ahead and leave that in the comments, so that when I put out that next video, I will be covering exactly what you are looking for. I'm pretty sure from the very beginning of me even starting a YouTube channel, I think I expressed that this was going to be a journey for me, and that, I just wanted you guys to just come along the journey with me. And I just have to say thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for leaving comments. Thank you so much for reaching out to me on Instagram. But most of all right now, guys, and I can't even believe that I am saying this, but we have reached 20,000. 20,000. Not 200, not 2,000, not 12,000, 20,000 subscribers. And I just thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know that this was supposed to be a tutorial about braiding and I'm kind of all over the place in this video, guys, and I apologize, but I just am ecstatic and I'm thrilled. Not just because of vanity metrics and meeting, you know, a goal and things like that, but just because I set out to do something that scared me so much. I was so concerned about how people would receive me. I was so concerned about how the braids would look. I was so concerned about not having the right equipment and all these things that get in the way of us wanting or us actually doing what we desire to do. And so in a year and a half to be here at 20,000 subscribers and knowing that not only are you guys subscribers, but that you guys are actually supporting me and encouraging me and pushing me. I mean, it's just priceless. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for just taking this journey and getting on this ride with me. So again, if there is something that you want to see, this channel is to serve you. I love doing these videos. I love braiding, but essentially, I am doing this in order that you can be better at what you do. So if there's something that I can help you with, please comment, message me. You can email me. I can be reached on Instagram. If there's something that I can help you with, you know, related to braiding and things like that, please just let me know. This is such a down time for us right now with COVID-19 and everything going on that I'm sure all of us have a little extra time on our hands. So if this is the time that you wanted to reach out and you're not sure if you should or what have you, please do it, because I am here and I am available to help you. Okay, so for real this time, back to the braids. So do you guys remember the video that I did on the 5 different ways to do feed-in braids? So if you recall that video, and I can link it, of course. If you recall that video, I did a method, which was method number 5, and it was called both sides of the fence. And the reason why it was called both sides of the fence is because I was adding hair to both sides of the feed-in braid. And that's exactly what I'm doing here to create this small braid that's going to come down on the side in front of her ear. And if you see those like Fulani styles and they have like the beads on the front or at the end, they have the beads at the end of the braid. That's exactly what we're gonna do here. So again, I used method number 5, and that method was called both sides of the fence. So we are pretty deep into the video now, and if you're still here, then you are in luck, because I'm going to give a full detailed explanation of how to do a stitch braid. And yes, I do have a video on how to do this, but I wanted to take the time to show you guys yet again. And if you want to see that other video, that video will be linked below as well. So starting off, guys, I am taking my Shine and Jam and I am going to gel both sides of her hair. This is a part that you want to take your time on. And I'm even going on the inside and putting some gel on the inside as well. Don't rush this part. This part is important. So make sure you get the outside of the braid as smooth as you can. Now everyone's hair braids differently, and I'm going to be honest, I can do stitch braids on one person and they are so clean and they are so precise and they're just crazy good. And then I can do it on others, and sometimes they're just not to my liking. They're still good, but I really, I guess you can say, kind of hold myself to this standard sometimes. And even when something is great, I still want it to be better. So I am a little hard on myself. But again, just take your time with this part. Get all the hair that you want in place. Split off that first piece as you see here. And then take your comb and go right down the middle of that braid, or what is going to be the braid. Go right down the middle. Now you're going to start your braid off just as you normally would. I braid 4 times. And when I get to that 4th movement, then it's time for me to pull in my first piece of the hair that we previously gelled. So you pull that piece in. You're going to do a braid movement. Put a little gel there on the side and comb your piece on the other side. Again, we're going to repeat those same steps. Now, I don't rush to add hair in immediately. I'm going to go ahead and add a very small piece right now. Okay, and all I'm doing is just repeating this back and forth. I pulled that piece of hair in. I'm going to take my next piece of her hair, add the other piece in. And again, I'm just doing the same thing the whole entire way through the braid. Now my pieces of hair, they might slightly get a little larger, but they're not getting very large at all because I want to have the most control as possible when braiding this way. And with all the movement that it requires, I've noticed that if the hair starts to get a little too thick, that my stitches aren't as visible and that I have a little bit of a harder time to control the hair. So again, I'm taking my time. I'm not adding that much hair and I'm making sure that I'm using my product. And then when I get to the end of the braid, once I'm past the part of the stitches, then I can start to add in pieces of hair just to make the braid the correct thickness. So now my pieces might start to get a little bit larger, and I might even start adding on both sides just to make sure that the braid is nice and even all the way down. But while I'm actually doing the stitch braid itself, I try to keep the pieces very small. So I think I have rambled on enough for this video. I hope that you are enjoying it, and stick around so that you can see the finished style and let me know what you think. I do want to leave you with this. This is a quote that I often hear from this barber educator that my husband always watches, and he's just totally plugged into their systems, and his name is Tyreek Jackson. And what he always says is, serve your needs by serving the needs of others first. I pray that every person who watches this video and who has came across my channel knows that this channel is built to serve you, and that I feel so much gratitude, and I am so grateful that this channel is a channel that is here to help. It is here to inspire. It is here to just help you get to those levels that you didn't think that you can get to, whether it's in braiding, whether it's in business, whether it's in branding. You know, we're going to explore a lot of things on this channel, and I thank you so much for helping me get to 20,000 subscribers, and that we will just continue to grow together. So as always, guys, God bless and take care, and I will talk to you in the next video.